Hey everyone, welcome back to Tierra Querida. Today is our last day on our cruise, and we will be visiting Georgetown in Malaysia. If you're interested, keep on watching, and welcome back. This is Tierra Querida. Just like all the cruise ports, we were definitely bombarded with taxi drivers wanting to take us around, do tours, and things like that. But I, like always, do a little bit of research before I headed to a new place. So I knew that it was pretty much walkable. There were some things that were a bit further out, but I like to explore and I like to walk around, so I didn't mind it. So I just said no thank you to the taxi drivers and kept on walking to a local cafe that I, Googled when I got there, because sometimes you can see a little bit more, places to eat and things to do once you're physically at the location. I would suggest going to Urban Daybreak. It is a really cute cafe, and they have actually a good selection of breakfast items. I opted for the big breakfast. I really wasn't a fan of the sausage loaf, but the coffee and everything else was really, really good. This cafe is about a 10-minute walk from the port, so it's not far at all. And they do have AC, so if you want to go later in the day or on your way back from, you're exploring, make sure you stop there and grab a cup of coffee. They actually have a cat that was outside, and I thought it was just like a random stray cat, so I tried to like close the door really fast, and the employee came and was like, no, 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 that's her cat. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, they do have a cat, so if you're allergic to cats, maybe this is not the place for you. After breakfast, I headed over to Rani Silks, which is a silk shop located in Little India. I quickly left and went to a different shop because I didn't feel welcome at that one. And then after that, I just kind of walked around. I came across a mosque, but unfortunately it was closed, so I wasn't able to go in. But it looked really, really beautiful. And they do have a sign that you're welcome to go. Of course, just make sure you wear or dress accordingly. It was starting to feel a little bit hot, so I decided to go to the mall and cool down and grab something to drink while I was there. I would say, compared to the other malls that I have been to throughout this cruise, it is definitely smaller. But if you compare it to a mall, in your average little town here in the United States, it would be considered a small, or I'm sorry, it would be considered a large mall. After a little bit of exploring, I went over to the top sky bridge, and it is a little bit complicated to find because it's kind of like at the very top of this like ginormous malls, and there's not a lot of signs, but once you find it, you will be happy that you made your way there. And once you get there, there's also like another mall situation there. I don't really know how to explain it. It's kind of confusing. And I was a little frustrated, so I don't really have that much footage from there. But I do have some pictures and things from, the actual top sky bridge. If you're a family and have young kids with you, there is a lot of activities for them to do. So, you can do the sky bridge first and then go down to all the little activities that they have, or you can do that first and then head to the top. There is about a 15 US dollar entry fee. They also have different little packages, like if you want to do other things while you are there. I just wanted to do the sky bridge, so I just paid the, give or take $15. And they do have a couple of rules. One of them, you have to make sure you're not wearing any skirts or dresses, because there is a glass bottom, and I'm sure they have other reasons why. So wear shorts, jeans, skirts. That should be fine when you go up there. You're also not allowed to have selfie or take selfie sticks with you, and be pregnant. It was the other rule. You will have to take the elevator ride up to the top, and before you enter to the section like at the top, you will watch a video, and it's kind of cool because it gives you the history on the sky bridge, and then also once it's done, it kind of like, I don't remember if there was a curtain or if it was just kind of like a screen situation, and then you can see all of like the skyline. It's really cool to see. I really wanted to do the skywalk, and for that you do have to rent a locker and then pay an additional fee for that. So make sure you are ready and prepared, or if you don't, have a lot of things, you will you can probably leave your stuff somewhere, but you run the risk of someone taking your items. Another thing is you will have to have your passport number if you are not a Malaysian, because they want to make sure they have, some kind of information about you in case something does happen to you and they have an emergency contact and they know where you're from. My only, I guess, complaint would be that it does not go around the entire building. It's kind of like a half moon situation, but it's still a pretty cool thing to do. And have a harness on. They have turf at the bottom, so if you're scared to look down, you don't have to worry about that. And they do have a net to kind of keep you safe and no one, attempts to jump or what have you. Another thing you can do while you are there is walk the Rainbow Skywalk, and that is really cool because that is like another half moon situation, but the floor, it's all like a glass bottom, which is really neat. And it's actually the world's first curved skywalk, so it's I would say, pretty unique thing to do. If you are feeling hungry, I would honestly suggest that you skip the restaurant. It does have nice views, but the food is just pretty average. For 3 drinks and 2 meals, you can expect to spend around 40 US dollars, which isn't terrible, but the food is not that good. So I would suggest you head down and find a local restaurant and just eat there. I really wanted to go to the beach, but taxi driver suggested that we don't risk it because it is going to take too long to get there and then get back, and really won't have enough time to actually, enjoy the beach time. So we just kind of walked back and walked through the little streets and made our way to the Maker, which is a really nice coffee shop. They have AC here too, so it's nice to kind of cool down and relax. I had a coffee, and so did my partner, and we had a dessert, and that was about 10 US dollars. So it's actually a really good price for, 2 coffees and a dessert, I guess in comparison to the United States prices. Now, if you want to purchase something for your loved ones, or if you just want to bring back some goodies, I would suggest to head to the Armenian street, which you can find a bunch of really cool, like, wall art murals and a bunch of little shops. There's some boutiques and, just traditional, like, souvenir shops as well. So make sure you head there, walk around and really explore. It's kind of a bit of a scavenger hunt because some of them you can miss. If you're just walking by and are expecting a large mural. There's some that are kind of tucked away, so do take your time here and checking them out. All right, I hope you found this video helpful and you check out some of these murals and sky bridges and other things. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. And make sure you check out the rest of the cruise playlist that I have available for you. Bye!